What's up, everybody? This is All Ego EthanPage from All Elite Wrestling, and you're listening to Vibe 105.
This is VIBEtalks, exclusively on Vibe 105.
Hey, everybody. This is Giancarlo Aulino and Aaron Zaretsky reporting for Vibe 105 with a VIBEtalks segment, and we're happy to be joined by our guest today. He's one of Canada's favorites in All Elite Wrestling, and he's making his return here to the Vibe 105 airways to talk about this exciting lineup in AEW. He is All Ego EthanPage. How you doing, Ethan?
Good to chat with you guys again.
And Ethan, this is an exciting summer coming up now. I guess we can call this the summer of All Ego EthanPage because we're all over Canada. Yeah. When you heard the news that AEW was going to go on this long summer tour, what was your reaction there?
Truthfully, my reaction was, it's insane the fact that we're going to do a show in Hamilton. So, of course, I'm happy about the entire country of Canada getting some AEW love. But for me, my hometown, being able to bring AEW to Hamilton is massive, so massive to me. So, of course, I'm excited for the summer of Ego.
Excellent. Yeah, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. All the different events, a couple pay-per-views, got Collision, so many different events going on across Canada. And, last time you were here on Vibe 105, you mentioned that you would love to face Kenny Omega in a match, which did happen.
Yeah.
What was that experience like?
Oh, it was great. I mean, I wanted to see what he was made of, and he's Canadian. He's one of the best. I know for a fact now. So that was a great experience, and a 6-man tag. So if he ever wants to go solo, anytime he wants.
And how has your year in AEW been so far?
Well, I mean, I want to say good, but here I am stuck under contract with the Hardy Boyz. So, I mean, there is good and bad. The young EthanPage is excited that he gets to work with his childhood heroes. The adult, bill-paying EthanPage is frustrated and annoyed that other grown men control what happens with my career. But all in all, I have been on TV a lot. I have been in front of the audience a lot. A lot more fans know who I was within the last year. So I'll take all the good with the bad and say that my year has been going pretty good.
And just even on that year, the last time you were here in Toronto, AEW made their first round of shows here. You got a lot of love. I was in the arena there for Rampage, that massive pop you got. When you came out there to the crowd and saw the crowd reaction, like, how did that make you feel as a performer in Canada?
Oh, it was like so special. I mean, it broke my heart that they edited it out of the episode of Rampage. They kiss my ass for that. But the reaction, I mean, I'll be able to take that to the grave. No one's ever going to be able to take that away from me. So, yeah, I would say it was an incredible feeling. And I can only imagine when we go to Cops Coliseum or the First Ontario Centre that the reaction will be similar or even better. And it will be 10 times more special to me. You could literally take the exact same people from Toronto and put them in the seats in Hamilton, and it would still be more special to me just because I grew up down the road from there. I wrestled in that venue. So yeah, it's incredible.
And also, you touched on it there, like being under contract to the Hardy Boyz. Like the last time when AEW Rampage was here, Matt Hardy was under contract to you. So we saw some twists and turns and this whole rivalry, this whole connection that you guys have. Yeah. It also saw us with that cinematic match with the firm deletion. Can you talk to us a little bit of just what the filming was like for that? Like, how long did it take? And just being in that environment with the Hardys, who every company they've been in and had that success with that match and just that style, like, did you gain more of an appreciation for a cinematic matchup?
Well, I was getting swanton bombed at 4 a.m. with no food in my stomach. So I would say the whole experience was hell. And I will always have a small percentage of hate for the Hardys for the rest of my life. And I hope I am never in a cinematic fight with any of the Hardys ever again.
This is Aaron Zaretsky and Giancarlo Aulino here on Vibe 105 with All Ego EthanPage. When you were watching wrestling growing up, how would you feel if someone told you that one day you will have a storyline with the Hardy Boyz?
So there's two answers to that question. One, there's the part of me that would say, yeah, of course, because I'm going to be one of the best ever. And then there's the other part of me that would be like, wait, really? Like those guys, the Hardy Boyz, like these action figures that I'm playing with right now? Weird. I would blow my mind. Here's another one too. Jeff Hardy personally made me those arm sleeves that they forced me to wear on Rampage this past week. And there were wrestlers that saw him give them to me. I was annoyed, but they were all like, whoa, this is so cool. And yes, there's part of it that is, of course, incredible, and I'm very grateful. But I don't need another man telling me to pull some sleeves up and look like a jackass. But yeah, I don't know. Like this is where it's a double-edged sword here, guys. Like, yes, childhood dreams are coming true, but also they're making me miserable.
Miserable. So, like, do you see Jeff Hardy maybe asking you to put on the face paint?
Oh God, I would no. Oh my God. I hope not. Truly. Also, why are you going to cover this up? If Matt Hardy owns my contract, right, and he wants to make money, and he's going to paint my face, that it would be like letting your kid use finger paints on a Ferrari and saying that it's going to make the car look better.
Yeah,
Awesome.
like I can see that. Yeah.
Okay.
Good point.
I'm
Good point.
glad we're on the same page.
And also, like, I guess they're making your life miserable here. So if you had the choice, like, let's say you were proposed an offer, like, one-on-one, let's settle this. Who would you rather want to beat up more, Matt or Jeff?
Oh, Matt, for sure. Matt. I mean, I'm kind of indifferent to Jeff. He's been very complimentary, actually, Jeff, and, nice. Like, he made me those armbands. Actually, yeah, he hasn't really done anything mean to me at all. His brother made him fight me, and that's the only reason why he swantoned me. It's not really like he wants to be mean to me. And I was a dick to Matt, so I understand why he acts the way he acts. But if I was to punch anybody, it would be Matt. Yeah, I would say Matt. Yeah.
So Jeff, then, would you call him a great employer? Total opposite from Big Money Matt, it seems like.
I mean, you're putting words in my mouth. I would say he's nicer to me than Matt. But also, Matt is not really I don't know. Don't make me say nice things about these guys. Because the more I talk about it, the less I hate them, and I don't want that.
Yeah, this is Aaron Zaretsky and Giancarlo Aulino here with All Ego EthanPage on Vibe 105. So AEW, has somewhat of a partnership with New Japan Pro Wrestling. There's an upcoming event, of course, Forbidden Door, where AEW stars face New Japan Pro Wrestling stars. Two-part question. First question is, do you keep an eye on New Japan Pro Wrestling? And two, who is someone that you would want to face from New Japan Pro Wrestling?
First question, I don't watch any wrestling. Second question, ELP, I think he's very talented. He's also a fellow Canadian. I did a couple tours of the UK where he was there. I've always thought he's super talented. So to see him kind of make his way to New Japan and grow his brand and his name while also being Canadian, I know the struggle of leaving Canada and getting the right paperwork and making it as an international star. I would love to wrestle him. I think he's great.
And just even last time you were talking about your YouTube page there and the toy hunts you go on, how's that all coming along now that, more popularity, your growing popularity in Canada, especially? Like, how has that been all along?
Oh, it's great. I think the fans love to see a different perspective of the people that they watch on TV. And a lot of the time for me, I'm trying to interview the guests to see what they liked when they were growing up, what nostalgia they really get into, if they collect at all. Like, I just had Stokely Hathaway on Sunday's episode, so that just came out yesterday, and he doesn't collect anything. So getting to talk to him, whether he played with toys as a kid, what he's into, and then to teach him about the collecting world and why things are so expensive or inexpensive is interesting to me. And the fans really seem to dig just kind of seeing us do something completely different.
Is there one that really sticks out to you as being like more popular amongst everybody that you've had on, like a common like toy everybody's looking to collect, or does everybody like you notice have different tastes, and some maybe like the comic books, some maybe like Batman action figures type of thing? Like what are you noticing with that?
Honestly, what I'm noticing is that people's age makes a big difference, and what era they grew up in caters to the toys that they played with. Like I have guys that are more in their 40s, getting closer to their 50s, and they're talking about Transformers and He-Man and, that era up to G.I. Joes. And then there's people that are my age in their 30s, getting close to their 40s, who are into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, X-Men, Spider-Man, Batman, the animated series. And then now there's even younger people that, Jeff Hardy was the world champion when they were a kid. Well, Jeff Hardy was in a tag team getting his ass kicked when I was a kid. So it's different times, but it's that same window of when you were young. Everything kind of just really sticks to you for those years and you never forget it. So I remember my dad made a joke to me about buying toys and stuff like that. Like he said he didn't understand it. So I was like, okay, well, when you were a kid, like what was your favorite toy? He said, it was this gun that had caps. It was like a, Cowboys and Indians style thing. And I was like, well, what if I found that in the package? You could still, the box is the same when you were a kid. You could hold it now, right now. He's like, well, that'd be amazing. There's no way you could find that. I'm like, yeah, of course you can. Everyone, as long as you're hunting for it, that's what you're chasing, is that feeling of when you were a kid. It's just becoming a lot more acceptable now.
And you're also part owner of a toy maker company, the Asylum All Stars.
Yeah.
How is that project going?
Great. We should have figures in hand sometime in the summer, looking late October, early September, and we'll be announcing the second wave of toys coming out. We actually have a big announcement on July 4th about that, and we already announced that Eddie Guerrero will be getting an action figure in the second toy line. So it's very exciting. Just to have my hand in any kind of toys is great, but the fact that it's in wrestling is fantastic. And to add on to it, we're not in competition with what AEW is doing, because they're doing an elite style, like action figure, 6-inch figure. They're completely different. So I can really push Jazzwares figures as well as pushing Asylum All Stars at the same time. And they cater to completely different collectors, or the same person would buy both. They're nothing like alike. So it's very cool.
That's fantastic. And so the Asylum All Stars, will that exclusively be in the US, or will it also be available in Canada?
They're doing international shipping. So if you want them, you can get them.
It's great there. And Ethan, before we wrap up here and let you go, how can our listeners and viewers here at Vibe 105 stay up to date with everything you're doing, follow your YouTube channel, and watch some of these toy hunts?
Yeah, honestly, my YouTube channel is really easy to find. If you just Google EthanPage, or like look up EthanPage on YouTube, really easy. But the link is youtube.com/EthanPage vlog. And actually, if you buy the PWI magazine, which I know is available in Canada, because I used to get it at Shoppers Drug Mart. If you go buy the one that's coming out in a month or two, I actually am gifting the fans a centerfold and a nice little letter from me to anyone that buys the magazine. And you'll be able to find all of my stuff on there, my website, social media, everything.
Highly recommend that follow. And Ethan, I appreciate you sharing your time and coming on here to talk about this exciting lineup of AEW in Canada, and I wish you all the best.
Heck yeah, thank you.
VIBEtalks, exclusively on Vibe 105.